Aquarius, how are you? Welcome to your November 2016 love and general tarot card readings. Quick reminder to find me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm a little bit more interactive there than I am here on YouTube. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the love energies for November 2016 for Aquarius, your love reading. Actually, that top one. Okay. Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. I'm really feeling that maybe a lot of you are transitioning in terms of love and romance. I'm seeing three very distinct characters here. And the broken heart, well, I call it the broken heart. It's not, it's the Three of Swords. I'm feeling as though there is someone. Okay, the energy is circulating here. It's being reciprocated. And someone is being left behind, but emotionally left behind, but maybe not physically yet. Some of you may be looking at new options, okay? You may be, if you are married and not looking at new options, there could be a side of your partner that you're finding attractive, or even a desire for them to be a certain way that you are really looking at. It's funny, I pulled this in the center of the reading for Capricorn as well. It's interesting, like these four cards here that are surrounding these two people, you and someone else. These are all cards of being stuck. Okay, and Four of Pentacles is hanging on to an idea or clinging to a perception, clinging to what this relationship is supposed to be or what it could be, the idea, right? But now maybe not the reality. And some of you may be fearful of life on the other side, life being single if you're considering leaving someone. Clinging to this idea of obligation and saying, well, they need me in their life, I can't leave, it's my responsibility, and kind of playing the martyr a little bit. Seven of Pentacles, very similarly, you know that something needs to change. Maybe you're looking for someone, or again, idea or a perception of your partner. You're looking for someone maybe more with a masculine polarity. We're seeing the King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles for me is an interesting crossover from the King of Cups to the King of Wands. Okay, I always kind of see him as like the middle person. I don't know why, just a little bit more mild. And then I see, so I'm kind of like, so the order that I see is like water, earth, fire, air. I don't know why, but so he's kind of the middle ground. So someone that has, being an earth sign, a feminine polarity, has that internal recognition. Now he is a king, so maybe not the most emotionally evolved person. Okay, a lot of times in my mind, kings are more concerned about social standing and finances and career and success and, you know, their reputation and their network and, you know, the external factors of life. Whereas queens are much better at processing emotions and handling stress and being, internally, well, I don't want to say internally motivated, but hopefully you get the idea. And the two of these are so opposite, right? We even have the difference in colors, the greenish of the throne, and then we have the redness of the robes. It's someone who is maybe more successful, someone who is more accomplished, has a lot more behind, maybe someone older, more mature, has that more mature vibe. Kind of sensing a youthfulness about this Queen of Cups, right? A youthfulness in spirit, emotionally mature, yes, but also a little bit of maybe a micromanager, maybe a little bit too detail oriented to an extent. And I'm just seeing a leaning toward this person or this personality. Maybe there's a little bit more respect. Maybe there's a little bit more, like I say, in common. This can be a very aggressive business person, whereas this energy I see more at home, okay? Not saying that she couldn't be a business person or anything like that, but just leaning more towards being at home, being domestic, caring for children, things like that. These two being much more on the professional level, more accomplished and harder working. Again, not saying she doesn't work hard, but it's just a different level, right? And there's a more mutual respect here than I think there would be here. Fire and water are very different, okay? And earth, in a way, supports fire, but fire and water they cannot coexist. So yes, you may feel that way. You may be experiencing something like this, even if it's as simple and as basic as, I wish my partner was a little bit more blah, fill in the blank. Okay, that can speak to that as well. And yet you are obligated, you are having to deal with this, you are having to handle this, even though your heart may be in a different place. But yet I feel stuckness. I don't see movement in this direction yet. Okay, maybe this is something that just kindled, or maybe something that just, just sparked, or just started, just began between the two of you. Maybe nothing actually has happened yet. Maybe your eye is just there, and it's very possible this could be a work colleague or a boss or someone with whom you have a professional association. And then this is the person back at home. This is very clear. I have a feeling there's going to be some people that this doesn't speak to very well, but hopefully for some of you it does. The Hanged Man. Not only are you in this state of feeling stuck, in this state of suspension, right? You are also kind of starting to see this person differently. You're starting to look at them differently. You're starting to, maybe their personality quirks are really starting to come out, and they're really starting to bother you, starting to bug you. Therefore, looking for solace or seeking a different personality trait or desiring that in your partner or in someone else. And I think your purpose in life, or your purpose of this relationship, or the role this relationship plays in your life as it is today, I think that's being challenged a little bit with the Hermit in the reversal. Maybe you thought you had everything right and you were totally on track and you were having everything the way it was supposed to be, and life was good, and it's still good. It's just different. It's different, and it's probably not what you were expecting. And now you might be left wondering, well, am I really meant to be with this person for the rest of my life? Am I going to have to deal with their weird flossing habits, or, or their, the fact they take their shoes off at the front door and don't put them away, or, the little quirks. And I think those little things, those little details might really be getting under your skin. Okay. And now you see someone who's maybe more mature, a little bit more outward, more well connected in the community, and there's a respect. I feel more respect coming towards him than it is going towards this person. Even though they are very much there for you, very much geared toward you, very interested in you, they still love you, they care about you. It's almost as though, it's not as though you don't care, right? Because you're still facing forward, essentially. You're still like kind of remaining neutral. But with your head placement, there is that reciprocity there. And they're noticing you as well. There's a boundary here that I think cannot be crossed. And I'm like I said, I'm not getting a sense that anything has really happened or anything has really taken shape. But it's there. There's potential for that, So let me pull out some more cards here. So, death indicating the end of a cycle. And, our whole life is a cycle. There's mini cycles and mega cycles, and, every day is a new cycle, essentially. And I get bored of saying it, but it's a good thing to remind ourselves of that, relationships too can be cycles. Issues with your partners can be resolved, that kind of thing. But for many of you, I feel as though there is a close in a relationship, and it's more so you, the one that desires that. More so you feeling like you might deserve something more, that you want something more in a partner. And not that they're not a good person. I think that's what's hard, is that this is a good person and that you really do love them. You really do care for them, and you don't want to hurt them. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, how can I tell this person, like really, how can I tell this person that they're not what I want? How can I do that? How can I hurt them? Like, I love them. I know you love them. I know you care for them. I know they're special. I know there's a connection there. But for many of you, it's just not enough. It's just not what you want. And I think that's all going to come to light. Maybe a lot is surfacing. I don't really know a lot about the astrology stuff. But I do know that as planets shift and there's eclipses and planets move and the stars are doing all kind of crazy things, and then that these cycles kind of come in and planets collide, or they communicate with one another. And sometimes when the planets are aligned perfectly, it's like you just can't keep a secret anymore. So you just can't keep the lid on it. You just have to say it. You have to take life and live the life you want, because that's what the Queen of Wands does. She doesn't settle. She cannot be happy unless she's living the life that makes her happy, And once she has her mind set up, or her mind decided, it's done, it's decided, it's over, And again, I don't think that the lid can be kept on this romance. I don't think the lid can be kept on this connection. And I see the fast movement, the fast changes. Not so much in the dark. Things are illuminating. You're not confused and hidden. No, it's very much out there, very much out in the open, and changes may occur. Okay, so some of you might be experiencing a lot of a lot of change, but I think it's change at your discretion. And I don't see a lot of tension or upheaval there, which is interesting, given the message. For some of you, it may just be communicating to your partner that you just need them to do something a little bit different, or that you need to be loved in a different kind of way, because you experience love in a different way that they do, You again in the center. You are going to determine the outcome of this month. This is all about you. It's not about your partner, your coworkers, your boss, your friends, your family. No, this is about you. Okay? This whole month, it's okay to be a little bit selfish. Just make sure it's right for you. Make sure it's good for you. Make sure you're making the right decisions for you, your life. Okay? It doesn't need to be so big though, right? I mean, a lot of times I kind of make my readings a little bit over dramatic. It doesn't have to be so dramatic at times, It's just you taking control of your life and not really allowing others to dictate how you should live your life. There's the Star and the Hermit, your dreams, your purpose. It might be a little confusing. You're moving on, right? Something maybe that disappoint. It's like you're just soldiering forward. You're not getting hung up on stuff. You're going to be making big decisions. A lot of you might be looking externally, at factors in your life. Your career, the things you have more control over. Do I want to live in this place that I'm living? Do I want to continue working in this job? Do I want to continue working for this person? I think a lot of you are in essence, okay, not all of you. I think you're happy with things in your life. I think that things are on point. Things are going the way they are supposed to go. Now, you may be feeling like you're not living your life's purpose. You might be feeling like you're kind of at a stagnation. Things are standing still. But I don't see that they are, because we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a messenger of an opportunity, okay? The Pages and the Aces are new entrants into our lives. Maybe a work offer. Maybe an offer for a promotion or a raise. Maybe for something fun that you enjoy doing. I've been kind of saying this a lot, and I'm going to say it for you because it's important to remember that how we spend our days, our hours, the hours that we have in our days, we don't ever get them back. And it's easy to say that. But it's one thing to really intrinsically understand it and to feel it. And to feel a little bit of pressure, okay, to make sure that you're doing the things that really make you feel happy, that really are pushing you to be a better person, and doing the things, whether it's a hobby or like reading books or, building things and something that kind of instills a little bit of that creativity in us and kind of stimulates us intellectually and mentally, and whether it can be monetized as a job or not doesn't really matter. It's about doing the things that we enjoy. And for some of you, I think that, the jobs that you're in, they're okay. You might not be super over the moon happy about it, but I think that they fit into this path of yours. They fit into this life purpose of yours. And the external, you know, what are the words? I guess just the hobbies and sorry, I thought I heard something. The extra stuff that we do just kind of adds to it. The Two of Cups here, Five of Cups reversed, but we have the Two Cups here. I feel as though there's an appreciation for your life. It's just such a positive reading. I mean, even the love, that might have been a little bit challenging, but I think that there's an overall story of self-empowerment here. Your life direction might be a little bit fuzzy, but in essence, you still have a general idea. You still know where you really want to go. Maybe the players are different, you know, the people or the location is a little bit different. Two of Wands as well in the reversal kind of goes hand in hand with the Hermit in the reverse. A little bit fuzzy, a little bit hazy, might require a little tweaking, a little restructuring. You know, I don't think that you are this lost person who's feeling so confused and everything is overwhelming and blah, blah, blah. No, you're keeping the balls in the air. Everything is good. Everything is smooth. You know, the bills are getting paid. People are happy. You're not really feeling like you're a failure. I think that things in general are going well. I don't think I'm not seeing any relationship, like family relationships or professional relationships here, except for maybe the offering, right? Or the potential for a new job or a promotion or a raise. The only thing is this Six of Pentacles, and I thought this when I first pulled it out. You know, this is a card of generosity and an equal give and take. Which is good, okay? But sometimes in our lives, it really is important to expand and to share what it is that we have. Whether it's sharing our talents, sharing our time, sharing our energy, sharing our knowledge of some sort. And I'm kind of sensing that this is you finding an outlet to give back. This is a very like humanitarian type of reading that I'm picking up here, and I don't know why. But I'm trying to explain. It's selfish in a way, or this month is very much about you. You're in the center of it. But also you selfishly trying to find the things in your life that really make you happy. And I feel that giving is a part of that. Giving in some way, volunteering, just advising someone pro bono or doing something that actually contributes to the community around you and the community in which you live. And it may help you find or define a little bit more clearly this story of your purpose, okay? And, again, very existential, very high level. What is my purpose in life? I think you have a general idea. I think you're definitely on the right track, but things just may have gotten a little bit hazy over the past month or past couple months. But I feel that there's gratitude within you, that you are feeling grateful for the things that you have, for the people in your life. And I think this is a message for you to share that in some way and not to just keep it for yourself. But the universe has been generous for you. Maybe it is time for you to be generous with others in return back to the universe, right? Sharing, giving, caring. This is the philanthropist She is a philanthropist through and through. She dedicates time and energy to the well-being of other human beings. She is a nurturer. She's surrounded by beautiful sunflowers, and she represents the sunshine. She represents the goodness of life and the goodness in people. And while she can be, you know, a little manipulative and sour in the reversal position, you're not in the reversal. You've got lots to give, and you have no reason to be like questioning. You have no reason to be bottling it up or being, you know, keeping it for yourself. Like selfish by giving, if that makes sense. Four of Wands again. Wands, establishing roots, right? These, I kind of think of them as trees. And to remain standing upright, you know, they must grow roots into the ground, and they must find stability. They must grow into that stability. Definitely a story of leaving something behind, getting out of your comfort zone, moving on, moving away into the unknown. We had the moon in that last reading as well, also in the reversal. It's a very active month for you. It's a quiet activity. It's not huge, big messages here. It's willpower to move on, which is one thing she's very good at. Willpower, tapping into that source within us or within herself. It's like moving on, but also not moving on. There's a little bit of tug of war happening here. These often go hand in hand, but with this one being in the reverse, I'm kind of sensing that you're doing it, you're moving on, you're moving away from something, you're focusing on other things, you're looking and restructuring your life purpose, and you're doing the things that make you happy and the things that will make you a whole person. You're balancing everything and things are going well. But at the same time, I'm wondering if you aren't moving on just for the sake of moving on without really truly learning the lessons. Maybe something has occurred in your life. It's like you've experienced a lesson, but I don't know if it really made sense for you. Or you're having a hard time learning the lesson. Because swords are lessons. Swords are understanding and knowledge and truth and yada, 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 right? So when it's in the reversal, especially this one, because I see this as, yes, we move on, yes, we move away, but those lessons and things, they still come with us. Success and the failures and the victories and, you know, the surrenders and everything, it's all for a purpose and it's all for future use. So maybe you're having a difficult time thinking, well, what was I supposed to have learned, or what should I be learning here? You know, I had a direction in mind, things didn't quite work out, things changed. Now where do I go? Now what do I do? I'm still moving on. I still have a general direction. I'm still going that way. I feel great. My life is going well, but what was I really supposed to learn from something? You know, what am I supposed to be learning now? But don't worry, Four of Wands, it's a card of celebration and a card of unity and a card of, you know, the foundations and building something. You know, this can speak in terms of career as well. Like I said, giving. I mean, even corporate giving is considered giving, and you know, heading up initiatives and you know, getting your company to do the run for cancer or Habitat for Humanity or the animals or something like that. And then, you finding peace and solace with that and feeling like you are contributing that way. I'm kind of getting, you know, solidifying your place in the community. It's very reputation based. I don't know why I'm getting that so much. A lot of you probably don't care about your reputation in your city, especially if you're in a huge city like New York or LA. You're probably like, what is she even talking about? But it's like building and setting down foundations. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm repeating myself over and over. It's a nice reading. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm happy for that, you know. I'm going to leave you with that. So thank you very much, Aquarius. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Thanks. Bye.